Hey guys, welcome to the 2 a.m. pipe on the patio. Beautiful evening. I just finished cleaning my weekly rotation of 320's. Boy, they were a mess. I'll tell you, I am not a guy who religiously cleans his pipes. I have to admit that. And I have found that filter pipes get filthy dirty in the filter chambers if you don't use filters. And I don't use filters. Because if you just run a pipe cleaner through your pipe, it doesn't get that filter chamber at all. It just goes right through there. It really doesn't clean it out unless you take it apart, and I don't usually take my pipes apart unless I'm doing a deep clean. And man, they get filthy. You know, I'll go, you know, I smoke, I've probably got 20, 25 pipes that I smoke on a regular basis. So I'll go 6 months between doing a deep cleaning on my pipes. And boy, when I went to clean these pipes, they were filthy. But I'll show you the pipes now after cleaning them. Just finished cleaning up my 320's. There you go. That's my weekly rotation of 320's. Those are the ones I'm smoking weekly right now. And I just used the X221 wax revitalizer from Tobacco Pipes International. I can't recommend this stuff enough. I mean, just look at the shine on those things. All that is, no buffing, no nothing. That is just putting that X221 wax revitalizer on them. Just a little tiny bit, hardly any at all. And that stuff works amazing. It's just truly an amazing product. So I just wanted to show you guys that in this video. So there you go. I tell you, this X221 that Mark over at TPI makes, incredible stuff. I cannot recommend that stuff highly enough. Those pipes look brand spanking new. And I smoked the cuss out of those pipes, man. I'll tell you, those pipes are workhorses. And they look brand spanking new. And he just does his stuff just does amazing stuff. I mean, it's just, they just come out looking shiny and beautiful. The grain on them is just, you can't really tell because the light's not shining on it, but man, those things are just, even I know you guys have seen this one for years, and it's just gorgeous. It's just shining up. It just shines, and just beautiful what that stuff does. So it's been a long time since I've done a video. I mean, a long time. And I've just been in the dumps and haven't felt like doing a video much. I've been working on my dang mower, and it's been kicking my butt. And finally, last week, I tore that thing apart 5 different times. 5 times I tore that mower apart put it back together. It's a 40-year-old mower. It's a 1983 Craftsman. So it's an old mower, and finding videos on YouTube is just impossible because it's just so old. And they've got the year after it that has the cable for the I can't think of what it is, I can't forget what I forget what it's called for but it engages the blades, and it's got a cable that does that. Mine doesn't have the cable. It's got rods that do all that. Anyway, as far as I had a part that when I took it all apart, this part fell off, and I didn't know where it fell off from. And I thought I knew where it went. Kind of knew where it went. I was in the right spot. But I had it just like backwards, kind of backwards on the mower, and so it wouldn't work. It just wouldn't engage. So I kept tearing it apart, putting it together, and tearing it apart, putting it together, and putting it in different spots, upside down, backwards, and I couldn't get it to work. And I was watching video after video after video, and I finally found a video that was showing something else. Wasn't showing that part. He was doing something else. But in this video, there was a glimpse. It was my mower, or similar to my mower, but it had those rods instead of the... So I was going frame by frame on this video till I caught just the glimpse of where this part was on his video. And I stopped it and just studied that thing to see where he had that part. And I saw where he had it, and so then I knew where it goes, how it was in there. So I went out immediately, tore apart my mower again, put the part where it was supposed to go, reattached everything to that part where it was supposed to go, the way it was supposed to go. Had to stop in the middle and go back and make sure that I had it correct before I reassembled everything. Put it back together and started it up, engaged, and everything worked. And I was just so thrilled. So I went out and started mowing. And as I was mowing, just as I finished the lower portion of the yard, the blades stopped running. I thought, oh man. So I thought, well, either I broke I thought I broke a belt. That's what immediately came to my thought in my head, was I broke a belt. Or the belt slipped off a pulley. So I came back up to the garage, got under there and looked, and immediately saw that a pin had fallen out of the engagement lever. From being over there tearing it apart, I immediately saw what it was, and it was like, oh, that's so nice to be able to look under there and see exactly what was wrong with it, knowing immediately. So I went down and bought bought a bunch of hitch pins so that I'm never out of those again, because I know I'll need those in the future. Put the hitch pin in, boom, up and running. Good to go. So that made me happy. So I had just done the bottom. Then tomorrow I'm going to do the top, the side yard, and possibly the backyard, depending on how my back is feeling. And then we'll be in good shape. And picked up a bunch of the... First I went down, my wife and I went down and we started picking up branches that had fallen, so we had just had another storm just before. So we picked up a bunch of the branches, piled those all up for the guys to come and pick up. We have a really cool service here. If you pick up your branches and stuff and put them down by the curb, there's a service that comes around. They make mulch, and so they'll come and pick up your branches and stuff like that if you leave them down by the curb. So I got a big pile of branches down there now. Still got more to pick up over on the side yard, and still more in the upper part of the yard here. But I got the bottom mostly done, and so tomorrow I'm gonna go and finish picking up branches and then mow the rest of the yard. And I'll just hook up the trailer to the mower, and just as I'm mowing, I'll just throw branches in the back as I'm mowing, and then I'll do it all at once. Mow as I go. And it was funny because none of the neighbors had mowed yet. I was the first one to mow this year. And so I mowed. The next day they were all out mowing their lawns. You know, my lawn was looking terrible. It was embarrassing. And so I can't stand being the house that my yard looks terrible. I hate that. So, and I got a really nice push edger my wife found on Marketplace for 20 bucks. And so we called the guy and he said, yeah, it's running. It was my uncle's. He passed away. I just need to get it out of my garage. So I'll be right there. So I went over there and runs great, man. It's awesome. And I've been wanting one of those forever, so I can edge my driveway and the front of the yard and this back here along the patio. It needs it bad. So that'll be nice. And the walkway along the front of the house. And I want to go along the barn and do I'm gonna cut out a piece of grass about probably a foot and a half wide, and then we're gonna plant flowers along the barn. Because I hate mowing along that barn. It's just so hard to get next to it without tearing up the side of the barn with the mower. So if I get a good patch of that grass, I'll just pull that up and then plant there. Plant tulips or something there that come up first thing in the spring. That'll give me a nice separation from the barn. And some color out there, so get some different colors, and they all bloom at different times. So we'll get the yellow first, and then the red, and then I think there's a white one too. And we got all the different colors here, so we can just break up some bulbs and plant them in there. We got bluebirds in our bluebird houses, which is awesome. So things are going great, and I'm feeling better. Been seeing a chiropractor, and he's given me great relief, and he was awesome. We were talking, and he was asking me what was causing my, causing most pain in my back, and I said, mowing my lawn, man. And he said, I got a 40-year-old craftsman, and he would say, man, I just bought last year I just bought a John Deere X500, I think it was, or something like that. And he goes, it's a 54-inch thing, and he goes, man, I just love that thing. He goes, you are more than welcome to borrow it if you want. You can you know, mow your lawn with it, see how you like it, and see, you know, if it's something you want. Because I was talking about getting the John Deere. You're more than welcome to borrow it, man. You can just take it, and you know, I can bring it over, and you can mow your lawn with it, see how you like it, and you know, if it's something you'd want to get. Dude, you hardly even know me, man. Nicest guy in the world, man. But it's just I couldn't believe it was, you know, ready to loan me his lawnmower to mow my yard. But that's just one of the things I love about where we live, man. Everybody's just so cool here. I'm just so happy here, man. It's just, I tell my wife that just about every day. I just love where we live, and people are just so nice here. And but he knows the John Deere guy, and he knows my dentist. My dentist recommended him to me, so it's kind of like, you know, there's all these connections, and you know, everybody's connected to everybody around here. The dentist knows my daughter's boss, the lady who owns the school where she works, so there's all this connection in here. Everybody knows everybody, and it's cool. But I was just amazed when he said that, and he was like dead serious. You were more than welcome to borrow my mower. Well, you're more than welcome to borrow mine. So you want to see how nice yours is, you can borrow mine. He said, no, I had an old snapper, that's why I got this one. Anyway, that's what's been going on here. It's good to be back out here, man. It's been a long time since I've been out here. It's been a long time since I smoked a pipe. I want to thank Paladin. I want to thank you for checking in on me. Old Pops, thank you for checking in on me. All you guys that have emailed and texted, checking in on me, thank you guys for that. Corvette Jim, you know I love you, brother, and you and I are always chatting back and forth. I'm glad you're doing okay. I'll catch you guys later. Maybe see you tomorrow. Have a good one, guys. God bless.